I just want to kind of start out and introduce myself. My name is Payton Haynes. I'm the offensive coordinator here at Luther College. We're a Division III program in Northeast Iowa. We play in the IAC conference, very highly competitive conference here in Iowa. Want to thank Tony, Three Phase Football, for putting this on. I think we'll have some good stuff tonight. One big thing, like you said, if you have questions, please do ask. We'll address kind of all of them at the end, so we can kind of keep the flow going here for everything. But yeah, feel free to ask anything you have. Obviously, there's lots of different ways to run this offense, and this is just kind of our thoughts on kind of how we run it. So we'll kind of get going here. If you kind of look at just our option breakdown for these three plays from the past two seasons, so this is from the 14 season, and then this past year, the 15. 51% of our total plays were either inside veer, outside veer, or midline triple, one of those two. So if you can kind of look there, over the past 2 years, we ran inside veer just around 30% of the time, outside veer around 11% of the time, and then midline triple about 10. Obviously, this can change week to week based on defenses and kind of what we're seeing. Inside veer for us is kind of our bread and butter. It's the one play we feel like we can run against any defense that we see, that we feel like we can have rules that we can really do it against anybody. One thing I would always suggest is you can kind of do it depending on your quarterback, depending on your philosophy, would really kind of be have that one play that you feel comfortable with, that your kids feel comfortable with, that when it's 4th and 1, you need that red zone score, the 2-point play to kind of win the game, that your kids kind of look at you and you have that one play that you feel like you can run against anybody and your kids are super comfortable running. I think that's a super important thing to have. Going along with that, there's kind of our breakdown, like I said, for the past couple of seasons of kind of where we've been at. Okay, this drill here for us, it's really good if you have your starting quarterback and then your backup right next to each other. You can see if their footwork times up properly next to each other when they're side by side, so that one quarterback's not off compared to the other quarterback. I think that's really, really important. Also, really, really good to be able to get multiple reps. Obviously, you can get double the amount of the reps. As you can see, we film pretty much everything, which is a big help to us. You don't have to coach as much. You can do it in the classroom instead of trying to do it live on the field. Look at the difference in starting position. Number 2 over here on the left, much better starting position than number 6. Overall, both of them here, good quality reps by them. You can see both their feet hitting about the same point. Ball's hitting the fullback mesh about the same point. Both feet down, both feet in the mesh, both ride, and then accelerate out. Another good look here. You can see both of them, how high their chest is at the mesh point, really chin on the front shoulder. You can see that here number 6 starts out a little bent over. Initially, you can see there compared to number 2 there on the left with how high his chest is. And the mesh now forces the quarterback on the right to force his chest up. You can see it here going live. It forces chest up, which is a wasted movement, something we want to get rid of. So as we go, you can see the quarterback here on the left has a high chest. The one on the right's a little bit bent over. As the mesh happens, the quarterback on the right is forced up by the mesh, so it's just a wasted movement for us. Really want him to have a high chest when that mesh point occurs. Another good drill for us is we call it 2-ball drill. You're automatically going to hand it off to the fullback every time. Your quarterback's then going to take a ball from you, accelerate out to where the pitch key would be. You can see we have another backup quarterback over there being our pitch key for that. So a good drill here, you can really focus on the QB's eyes, see where his eyes are at as he goes through the mesh, make sure his eyes are on you, have him focus on after he does hand the ball off to still accelerate out. Another good way to work is just practicing carrying out your fakes. Ball here, you can see he gets a good pitch out. Here's the full rep of this. Good look here. Go through the mesh, take the ball, find the pitch key, get the ball dealt to the edge. Really good rep there, a good look. You can get a good look here. You can kind of see, you may think that most high school coaches have more resources than we do. I have myself and just a student assistant doing this. So you can see here I have a backup quarterback as the pitch key. My student assistant is a guy out there that helping the slots block. Use your players to help you out. It's not going to hurt them. and they'll learn more as well about angles and some different things. But good rep here overall. You can see good footwork. First 2 steps are down, boom, boom, fast. Good bend in his knees. You can kind of see there on the right side of it. Get the ball, accelerate out, get the ball dealt to the edge. Okay, another good look here. Same drill here. Now we're going through the full read. Read down, pull it, attack. Slots a little close here, but mesh-wise, everything looks good here. Out of our quarterback, you can see right there, really, really good bend in his knee, that Z in the knee we talk about. Eyes on his front shoulder, ball back, coming down, accelerate out of it, inside hip of his pitch key. Slot's not in the right spot here exactly, but good concept for what you want to see. You can see my student assistant out there as well, working on angles of the slots blocks.